Hello, welcome to Chapter 6 for Business Math called Cash Purchases. This is lesson 6.7 called Sales Price. Sale price, sorry, not sales. This is the last section in Chapter 6. As always, make sure you've been reading through the lessons, looking at the vocabulary, the concepts that they're introducing to you, going through each one of the examples there in the lesson so you understand what to do by the time you get to this point. Because a lot of the time these last couple of sections are a bit culminating, meaning that they're going to take the skills that you've been building over the last few lessons and combine them. They're going to ask you to do them all at once. So make sure you're paying attention to what you're doing and why, not just how to get it done, but why are you doing it? What is it actually calculating? Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and read the summary here. So we have some stores advertise the amount of markdown and the regular selling price. The store may also indicate that the item is a stated % off the regular price. That's probably more common. If you know the markdown or the markdown rate, you can calculate the sale price. So sale price equals the regular selling price. So, what is it that you would normally buy for? Minus the markdown. What do you not have to pay? What do you get off? When you know the markdown rate or percentage, you can determine the % paid. The % paid is 100% minus the % off. So this is just another way of calculating. Instead of having to multiply, say it was 25% off an item, just like in number 1 here, instead of having to multiply by 25% and then subtract that from the selling price, you can simply do this other option and just multiply. Honestly, same 2 steps. You're going to multiply and subtract, or you're going to subtract and then multiply. So really, you're not saving any steps there. Just kind of depends on which one makes a little bit more sense to you. So let's go ahead and read this first one here. We have Debbie Redden has a 25% off coupon and is purchasing a 2.5 gallon can of primer ceiling paint that has a regular price of $39.99. What is the markdown? What is the sale price? What is the sale price using the % paid method? All right, so the markdown is going to be the cost, and this is something that we were calculating back in section, I believe that was section 6.6 that we did that. Yeah, so 6.6, we just did that one. So if you haven't watched that one, definitely go back. Read through the chapter, look through the worksheet, watch the video, and then come back to this one because that's where we learned how to calculate the markdown. So we have $39.99 times what we get to take off our coupon, so 25%. And that'll tell us what our markdown is. So remember, the markdown is just what you get to take off of the price. That's not what you're paying. That's what you're not paying. It's the markdown. So in order to get the sale price, I need to take the $39.99 and subtract the amount that I have here. So I have to subtract that. Whatever this total is here that I'm not writing out for you, I'm letting you guys calculate this one. Not a super hard calculation here. We have to subtract it, and that'll tell us what our sale price is. So this other method that they're giving us here, the % paid, you do 100% minus the % off. So you do 100% minus 25%, and that gives you 75%. I know I'm writing this over the answer area. It's not the answer. This is just the percentage paid method. So you're getting 25% off, but you're going to pay 75% of the price. So now I can take $39.99 and multiply by 75%, and that'll tell me what the actual answer that I need to write here is. And clue, part B and C should give you the same answer. You shouldn't get different answers here. Within sometimes pennies, maybe depending on the rounding. Sorry, my nose is very itchy today. So depending on the rounding, but you should get the same answer. So it's just 2 methods, same steps though. I multiplied, I subtracted. I subtracted, I multiplied. So it kind of just depends which one makes more sense to you. So we're going to do the exact same thing in number 2. You get a percentage off coupon, you get a total price or a regular price. You're going to calculate the markdown, then the sale price, and then you're also going to do it using the percent paid method. So you're just kind of comparing what happens there. All right, moving down here. So we have a couple kind of sales tags is what these look like. So in part A, they want us to calculate the markdown. In part B, the sales price. So 25% off, regular $40, and then they give you a description. Does it really matter what the description is? No, it's just context. It's just giving you, details here that we truly don't need any of these details. But normally, of course, we're looking at all of this when we're buying our own stuff. We want to know, what it is we're buying. So we're going to do the same thing. In order to know the markdown, you're going to multiply 40 and your percent off. And that'll tell you your markdown here. So make sure you calculate that. That's what you should be writing in the line here. Don't just write 40 times 25%. Actually do the multiplication. And then the sales price will be 40 minus your answer here, right? So what am I not paying? Same exact thing over here. You have a 30% off. You have a regular price. All the other information here is just extra. You just have to understand how to kind of ignore, I guess, the extra information there. Just pick out the important things. What do I need? And right now, I just need to know my percent. So what is my markdown? And what is my original price? Those are the two things I'm looking for. All right, let's see. The Pizza Shack discounts 20% off the regular selling price on the purchase of 3 or more pizzas. What is the sale price on the purchase of 3 pizzas that are regularly sell for $10.75, $16.75, and $20.75? So those are our 3 prices for our pizzas. We need to add them together to get our total price. Then we can multiply them by 20% to get our markdown. And then we can subtract that from the total we just calculated to get our selling price. You can also do the total. No matter what, you're going to have to total them up. You're going to have to add three prices up here. But then you can also do the percent paid method where you do 100 minus 20. So you're going to pay 80%. So once you have your total added up, you're going to multiply by 80%. So either method, remember, we're doing both methods here to kind of show you. So this one kind of gives you the option. You can do either or. If you like multiplying by the percentage and subtracting, great. If you want to subtract and then multiply by the percentage, great. It's totally up to you on which one makes more sense. All right, let's take a quick look here at the algebra one, and we'll be all done. A 30-inch stained glass steel smooth top electric range is on sale for $479.99. A savings of 20% off the regular price. Find the regular price. So again, I'm going to use the percent paid method. I think that's a little bit easier here. So we have our 20% off. That's 20% savings. So we paid 80%. I'm just saying we because they didn't tell me who. So we paid 80%. That was our percent paid. So now we would have our savings or our sale price. I'm going to do the same thing I did on this last one here really quick. I'm going to get this stuff out of my way just so I have a little bit more room here. Okay, so we're going to take our sales price, and that would equal our our percent paid, losing my mind here, times our, and I'm going to go ahead and use regular, R for regular. Doesn't mean rate this time, regular price instead of price. You could use P for price if you wanted to. I just use R for regular price because that's what we're looking for. So we simply just have to divide by 80%. Boom, boom, boom on both sides because 80 divided by 80%, those cancel. So once we divide this, we'll know. Be careful when you divide this. If you don't type this in correctly, you're going to get a funky answer. And I've showed you on other videos, even my calculator on my computer responds differently than my phone calculator. If I try to type in 479.99 divided by 80 and then hit the percent button, it does this weird calculation. It doesn't do it correctly for me. So I need to make sure when I'm doing it on my computer, I move this decimal myself. Okay, so I type it in correctly ahead of time. And then it'll calculate it for me based on that percentage. Don't just divide by 80. That will give you the wrong amount. That's 100% too big, or 2 decimal places too big. So I'll let you go ahead and finish that one up. Find the regular sales price of that stainless steel smooth top electric range. I hope that helped, and I will see you in chapter 7. Oops.